Hello, and welcome back to Starfield 2026. This is a new Game Plus playthrough, so there's going to be spoilers recording and in the cutscenes and in the loading screens and everywhere else. You've been warned. We are following up on the Freestar Rangers quest. We've just done the bit out at Wagoner Farm, and we're now headed back to Aquila City to talk with our boss and see what to do next. This is the quest called Where Hope is Built. I actually got started on this quest earlier, but I neglected to set up OBS to capture the right screen, so it is what it is.
We're clear for liftoff. We're at Apogee, surrounded by stars and the vastness of space.
Okay, let's get into cruise mode and head back. So Aquila is a ways away. It does not want to head to Aquila. There we go. I'm guessing you just have to get a ways away from the planet before you can just kind of go where you want. Let's see if anything interesting happens in space while we're on our way. I'm guessing that's about 100 times the speed of light that we're hitting there. There is a ship in the area, but we're not going to stop. And we're just going to land.
Spent most of my life trying to escape this place.
Okay. Personal atmosphere ready.
Watch it. Ships coming and going all the time.
Hey, Deputy.
Proud to be helping the Freestar Rangers.
What's the story on Montero Luna?
That call we got from Wagoner Farm turned out to be a little more interesting than I was expecting. Some men were trying to run the Wagoners off the land. They tried to buy it first, but when that didn't work, they turned to threats. We confronted them, and unfortunately, it came to violence. None of them survived.
You helped someone in need and came back alive. That's a job well done. I agree. Until we see the whole picture, we won't know if Miss Wagner is truly safe. What did you make of these men who were trying to take the farm? If that's true, then someone must have hired them. Now, did you find anything that might give us a lead on why these men wanted the farm? Hope Tech ships ain't exactly cheap. That thief could probably tell us a lot about these men you ran into.
There's something else. They were dressed in Freestar militia uniforms. The unit badge was yellow on black with the number 1. Didn't you fight in the Colony War, Marshal? That sound familiar at all?
The 1st Cavalry. I was in that unit for a while. But it was disbanded decades ago. After the Battle of Nera. What was left of it, anyway. I suppose it ain't impossible, but it's real damn unlikely. The unit was pretty much wiped out, and the few that survived ended up in prison after a court-martial for disobeying orders. I don't recall how long the sentence was. Hell, it's our only lead. The Hope Tech factory is in Hopetown on Polvo. Nia Kalu's our ranger stationed out there. She can introduce you to Ron Hope, the president of Hope Tech. He might be able to help you find the thief. Just make sure you stay on his good side. He's on the Council of Governors, and they're the ones we answer to. Good. The last thing I need is the Council breathing down my neck. This is your assignment now, Deputy. Work with the other Rangers. Find out what you can about those men on Montero Luna. Meantime, I'll look into a possible connection with the 1st Cavalry. Good hunting.
Okay. To Polvo's orbit.
Nicely done.
Emma's not coming with us this time. So it's just me and Sam. And once again, I'm going to see if we can cruise
Outside
there.
the wall, things get dicey.
This never gets old. It's gone.
And just like that, we're in space.
Okay. Step 1, we go ahead and just get into cruise. And then we head... Oh. Okay, so our mission's in a separate system. Now, let's see, we have a ship. We had a ship on radar. Oh, there's a ship. I could go visit the ship first. Yeah, let's do that. I am trying to do this as an easily distracted run where I head off and do side quests as I go. Kind of like I did in Shattered Space. No additional contacts as we're cruising along here. Okay. Well, space is supposed to be empty. know, this thing essentially putting on the brakes.
Weapons free. Open fire.
Boom, boom, boom.
We really showed those Varun zealots who owns these skies. Now, most ships would have bugged out and left us with this mess. But you? Total class act. Any way we can repay you?
Some repair parts would be
Transferring
good.
parts now. I can't stay here gabbing all day. Fly safe.
And let's see, do we have loot? We have some loot. The fact that they're starting to, that they're, you know, they drop things like schematics makes me much more likely to stick around and actually loot the ships when we're done. So there's you. There's you. Same kind of ship, right? Yeah. Oh boy, you guys got pretty beat up. Okay, and Velo's in a different system, so we do have to grav jump there. Let's go ahead and grav.
Grab jump spinning down.
Mayday. This is Freestar Ranger Nia Kalu.
Look at those
If
stars.
anyone is hearing this, system's failing. Need help. I repeat, need help.
This is Freestar Collective Space. Hold while we scan your ship. Scan complete. You're clear to land.
So I'm thinking, you know, I don't like the fact that Nia's sitting here, but I think this is the same thing that you always get in these games where
2,
things in-game
1,
stand in for things in the real
done.
world. So for instance, if you're in Skyrim, and you head into one of the big cities in Skyrim, it's not really a big city, but it stands in for a big city. It symbolizes it. It may only have, you know, a few dozen houses, but it's clearly a major city. Same thing here, New Atlantis, most beautiful city, very small, but it stands in for a much larger city. So what I'm thinking is that Nia really is not anywhere near the people doing the scanning and the stations and so on. Stands in for it. So let's board. So we can think of ourselves as embedded in a much larger world, and what we're seeing in game is just symbolism. So Aquila City is really not this, you know, two-horse town. Or maybe it is. Maybe, you know, there's tens of thousands of human beings left in the universe. I don't think so. Well, they are pretty upfront about there only being a dozen Freestar Rangers, which is kind of crazy.
Please tell me you're here to help, not to try and steal my ship. Welcome aboard, Deputy. Sorry if I can't give you the grand tour just yet. I was tracking a crew of outlaws that's been preying on merchant ships. Bastards got the drop on me. I ran them off, but they got a few good hits in. As you can see, I ain't in much shape to make repairs. I'll be fine once the pain medication kicks in. The priority right now is the ship. Can't do my job without it. Just patch her up enough to get to Hopetown. The rest can get fixed up there.
Okay, can do this.
Thanks. I owe you one.
Rangers always got each other's back.
I like Sam's attitude better than Andresia's attitude on this one. She's all, oh, this is boring. This isn't the exciting work we set up for. And Sam's all, yeah, okay. This is right in line with the kind of stuff Rangers do. Helping out. But Nia lady, we gotta do something with the ladders in your ship. This is just not right. So, the ship's fixed.
Thanks. That should get me home. You're right. They were pretty beat up, so I don't think they got real far. But if they make it back to their hideout, I might never find them again. We can't let that happen.
They look to be heading for Polvo's moon Miatha.
Good hunting.
So we're headed for Miatha.
Love the smell of getting back into the harness.
Undocking complete, Captain.
Okay, so we need a boresight target here instead of just next target. Four-tenths of a light second. Now I could divert ships on the radar, but let's just follow up on the quest. These guys are easy.
Let's give the system a right try.
Not even time to get a lock on them. Just boom, boom, boom. Schematic, repair system overdrive.
Hey,
Cool.
it's my personal savior. Thanks again for the assist.
So yeah, we do have more on board. Do I want to chase down those ships while I'm in? Yeah. Ship. Well, he's a long ways away. Let's not divert from our quest for him.
To think one man made all of this. Nothing was here until Ron Hope.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
Keep an eye on your valuables. This was literally nothing until Ron Hope came here.
You made it. Those outlaws didn't give you too much trouble, I trust? I'm sure they didn't want to die any more than you did. It's a pointless and stupid waste of life, but they brought it on themselves. You've got good timing. A courier just came in from Aquila. The Marshal sends his regards along with a briefing on your case. I was surprised as hell to learn about the starship theft. Nobody said a word to me about it. Anyway, Mr. Hope can see us whenever you're ready. If you need to take a little time first, feel free. His office is upstairs. He's in a meeting, but it should be wrapping up. Come on.
Trucks in space. Their motto always cracks me up.
Yeah, we're not going to wait for Dia. We're not going to move slowly. We're going to hustle, and we're going to take a seat at Ron Hope's office, and then we'll wait for Dia.
Those jackasses on line A are gonna be the death of me.
Have a seat, Sam. So I actually recorded a lot of this with OBS not working, and I've got a nice picture of me and Sam sitting there next to each other.
You just need to
He's
apply
not sitting
some
down
good
this time.
old-fashioned creativity. Do you know how I built this company? By not spending a single credit that I didn't have to.
I guess I could offer double shifts. It'll push payroll pretty high, but I think it's a worthwhile trade-off. As for parts, we could try outsourcing. Do a contract with scavengers, maybe, but that's a decision that's got to be made upstairs.
Well, talk to Elaine about the scavengers. It's not a bad idea, provided we get a good deal. And I don't mean a fair deal. I mean a good deal. Remember, it's not just our bottom line that matters. We're also responsible for the welfare of everyone in the factory. We look out for our people here, Burchett. That's a point of great personal pride.
Excuse me, Mr. Hope?
Well now, the Free Star Rangers. At last! Ah, damn good to see you here. I think we're done here, Burchett.
Yes, sir.
This is the deputy I told you about.
Splendid. Splendid! It's a noble calling, being a Free Star Ranger. We certainly could use more of you.
Okay, so talk to Ron. Sam never sat down, but I did get a
Let's get down to it, shall
selfie
we?
of him.
Time
Oh.
is money.
That's actually even better. Hold on. Photo mode.
I'm sure I don't have to tell you what an outrage it is to have a ship stolen right out of the factory. Justice must be done, and the sooner the better. That's the spirit. I want the thief found and prosecuted to the full extent of the law. I'm sure I don't need to remind you of my position on the Council of Governors.
I am not gonna glaze this guy.
Then, I trust that you know what I expect of you. Now, tell me that you've at least got a lead of some kind.
Now, I have met people that talk like this in real life, and they are just as bad as Ron Hope turns out to be.
Well, I can't say I'm surprised. Sadly, there's No lack of mercenaries in the settled systems. I suppose the chance to cut costs by stealing a ship was too good to pass up? Well, I'm not sure I can be much help, but I'll answer whatever questions I can. Because I told them not to. If word got out, it would do irreparable harm to our image. I'm in fierce competition with other starship manufacturers. Any sign of weakness could be fatal. What's more, every starship thief in the settled systems would likely flock to Hopetown and start planning the next heist. What? Nonsense!
Okay.
We vet our people thoroughly here. Hopetech holds its employees to the very highest standards. Nevertheless, I suppose I could have Cosette conduct a thorough personnel review. Rest assured, if we turn up any evidence that one of our people was an accomplice, I'll let you know. We questioned everyone who was in the building when it happened, and not one person seems to have seen anything at all. Frankly, I think that's both highly unlikely and more than a little suspicious. However, I can't deny there are times when the hangar is empty, so it's not inconceivable the thief could have slipped in unseen. No, nothing at all. It was just a standard Hopetech cargo hauler. Not that it didn't have great value, mind you. Hopetech builds some of the most durable and reliable starships in the settled systems. Now, you can bet my ships last twice as long as anything Stroud Eklund makes. Very well. I need you to understand something, Deputy. This town is home to men, women, and children who depend on Hopetech for a living. I provide jobs that put food on their tables and a roof over their heads. It's a responsibility that I take very seriously. If word gets out about the stolen ship, my investors will lose trust, and my workers will pay the price. I can't allow that.
You've got a reputation for looking after your own, Mr. Hope. I'm sure the deputy here will keep that in mind.
Is that so? Well, I'm glad to hear it. I've worked hard to make sure that everyone here is well cared for. I hope so.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Mr. Hope. There's been a development.
Not now, Cosette. I'm in the middle of something.
When the time's right,
But sir,
I'd appreciate it.
we have new information. I've just received a report that the stolen ship was seen landing at Neon just after the theft.
A breakthrough at last. Well, Deputy, it sounds like you'll be heading to Neon, which means I can get back to work. Remember what we discussed. My people are depending on you.
Hey, can I get a word?
Okay, let's talk to Nia. I think I will break this up one recording per quest, just because it's easier to manage.
That wasn't as helpful as it could have been. Still, at least you know where to pick up the trail.
Yep.
Yeah, me too. So, guess you're headed for Neon. There's a ranger stationed there. Name's Jalen Price. He's a little different than the rest of us. But Neon's a different kind of place. He should be able to help you out. Well, we've both got work to do. It was good to meet you, Deputy. Thanks again for helping me out up there. Yeah, the question of who helped the starship thief is still an open one. Don't you worry. I'll keep an ear to the ground. You be careful in Neon.
Okay. That ends where Hope is built. And we should be picking up, yes, there it is, Shadows in Neon. So that's going to be our next quest. I will... half an hour. Short recording. Okay, well, we'll cut the recording here, and I will start a new one for Shadows in Neon.